everyone, my name is Ariel and today I have set up all of the cozy vibes. That's because that's the theme of my TBR, which I'm bringing to you today, which is my TBR for the Gilmore Girls Readathon. Now this readathon was created by our lovely ladies over at Pastel Pages, Liv's Library, and Mackenzie Lane. And it's basically just a readathon dedicated to Gilmore Girls. They're going to do some watch-alongs too, I believe, so I'm super excited. I have lit some candles. I try to get all the fall feels going with my outfit. I have some apple cider right here, which I've been drinking on. And I just think this is the perfect readathon to get me completely into the fall mood. I'm so happy. It's even started to get like a little foggy outside, and I love this weather, so it's just bringing all the feels. So without further ado, I will get started with my TBR. I do have a book for every prompt, however, I don't know if I'm going to get to it because the readathon is only 2 weeks, so I'm going to do as best as I can. I'm already going to say ahead of time that I'm not going to end up reading the group book, just because as much as I think Lauren Graham is like a beautiful person and is nice, I really don't want to go out and purchase the book because I don't think it would be at my library. I will try and look into that, but I don't know her enough or like love her enough to buy her memoir, so I'm probably not going to be participating in the group book, but enjoy it if you are. Anyways, so with the first prompt is to read a book with a school setting, and for that I have chosen Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This is like a classic like booktube. I know everyone was obsessed with this for the longest time. I still have yet to read it, and I do want to read Carry On and Wayward Son, but before I do that I just want to kind of get the backstory of where those characters were created. I know this is about a girl who goes to school, she's kind of shy, and she writes fan fiction about this fake kind of Harry Potter-esque story. So that's about as much as I know. I know it's like a romance, but I think this would be perfect in time for the fall cozy feels, and so that's why I have chosen this one. The next prompt is to read a mother and daughter relationship book in honor of Rory and Lorelai Gilmore, and for that I have chosen When Dimple Met Rishi. Now I don't know if this completely revolves around the mother and daughter relationship aspect, but I think this follows a girl, and I think her parents have put her in kind of an arranged marriage. They want her to have the ideal Indian husband, but she's going to try and respect their principles, but I think it's kind of like, I don't really know. That's about as much as I know. I know it's a romance book. I think it's a little bit of a hate to love, but that is what I've chosen for this, just because it does have that familial like aspect to it, and it's really hard to find books that have like a mother and daughter relationship in the story. The next prompt is to read a cozy book that is in a fall or winter setting, and for this I know I'm going to be joining a lot of other people who have this on their TBRs. I am going to be reading Pumpkinheads, again by Rainbow Rowell with Faith Erin Hicks. This is a graphic novel. It's about two people who work at a pumpkin patch, and they work there every year, and they've just kind of been friends, but I guess this time they grow closer. I love that there's curvy girl representation in this, so I'm super excited about that. The art style looks really cute, and I've heard nothing but good things about this, so I'm super excited to get to it this month. The next prompt is to read a book with a complicated love interest in honor of Rory, Dean, and Jess. And for that I have chosen Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan, Percy Jackson. This is the third in the Percy Jackson series. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be a romance in this, however, I know in this series there will be. Percabeth is a thing. I've been spoiled for that. So, and we can tell they kind of like each other so far within the first two novels, so I'm hoping that's explored more in this. And I meant to read this like a couple months ago. I've read the first two this year, and I just really want to finish the series, so that's why I have chosen this. Plus it's got like a camp setting, so that's kind of outdoorsy and fun, very cozy, and so that's why I've chosen this. The next prompt is to read a book by an Asian author or with Asian character representation, and for that I don't actually have the physical book, but I do plan on purchasing it because I want to get the series. I think it's only like 2 or 3, and that is Orange. I don't know who the author is, but I will insert it below. I actually started watching the anime of this, and I didn't finish it, but I was really intrigued. It's about a girl who starts receiving letters from herself in the future, and it's giving her this advice to just reach out to a new boy at her school and become friends with him, and she's slowly trying to see like what is her future self is trying to uncover. She's trying to avoid something bad, but we don't know what that is, and it all has to do with this boy that's moved there. And I know a lot of people have read this. It has the school setting. It definitely feels like a fall book, especially if you look at the cover. It's got like the orange and everything. Well, it's called Orange. So that is what I'll be reading for that. The next prompt is to read the next book in a series, and for that I have chosen Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. I meant to read this in September, but I haven't gotten to it, and I've read the other two this year. This is going to be a reread for me, so I already know this is going to be 5 stars. And Prisoner of Azkaban is like total October feels. I saw like a mood board on Twitter, and it was like, Prisoner of Azkaban is like October, and I have to agree. Just even looking at this, the blues are giving me like spooky vibes, but also Harry Potter is just, it feels like home, so that's why I've chose this as well. And then the last prompt is to choose a book with food on the cover, or that has food related topics in it, or just contains food in honor of Luke's Cafe. And for that I have chosen Chai Another Day, which to me, this name is genius. This is hilarious. I don't know if, like, I started working at a bookstore and I figured out that there's like a whole section of like cozy mysteries, or like food related like mysteries. And so this one is like a spice shop mystery, and it's about a girl who like owns like a coffee or tea house, and there's a murder that goes on next door at a vintage home decor shop. And I don't know, I thought it was hilarious. Just even this cover, this like weirdly photoshopped dog on this like cartoon counter. I don't know, I just thought it was hilarious. Chai Another Day. I live, I die, and apparently someone else dies. Alrighty, and that is going to be my TBR for the first half of October. I do plan on participating in Spookathon, but I'm going to be vlogging that, so I think I'll just let you guys know my TBR for that as I'm vlogging, because I'm not completely set on the books that I want to read. I have a lot of books that I want to get to that are perfect for this time of year, so just depends on what my mood falls in, but I will let you guys know for that. But without further ado, that is going to be the end of my video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this video. If you're participating in the readathon, or if you've read any of these books, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. But that's all I have for you guys today. Bye!